Hi, I'm Eugene. Today we're going to be going over Grade 5, Lesson 2 worksheet. First, write your name at the top. Today's date will be the 6th of September in the year 2023. Alright, question number 1. Write each number in expanded form with exponents. You can see in the example here, the 400 comes from 4 times 10 squared, which we know is 100. The 10, or the 1, comes from 1 times 10 to the first power, which we know is 10. And the last one, 3, comes from 3 times 10 to the 0th power. Any number to the 0 power is called the zero power property and will always equal 1. So let's get started. We know that the 1 in the tens place is equal to 1 times 100 to the first power, because we see that in the example up here, and we know that the 1 is in the tens place, so we can just multiply it by 1 to get the 10. After that, all we have to do is add the number in the ones place, which here will be 9. So you would add 9 times 10 to the 0th power. That would be your answer. Number 2, 224. So we know that there's a 200 in the hundreds place, so you do 2 times 100, or 10 to the second power, or yes, 10 to the second power. Second number you have to go for is the 2 in the tens place, which would be 20. 2 times 10 to the first power. Lastly, the 4 in the ones place. 4 times 10 to the 0 power. Your final answer should be 2 times 10 squared, 2 times 10 to the first, and 4 times 10 to the 0th power. Number 3, 904. There's a 9 in the hundreds place, so you need to get 900. 9 times 10 squared is 900. Plus the 4 in the ones place. 4 times 10 to the 0th power will equal 4. So you get 904. Number 4, 1,431. To get 1,000, all you need to do is multiply 1 by 10 to the third power. Add that to the 400, which we can get by doing 4 times 10 to the second power. To get 30, all you need to do is 3 times 10 to the first power. Lastly, to get 1, you need to multiply 1 by 10 to the 0th power. That would be how you write the number 1,431 in expanded form with exponents. Number 5, 5,691, 5 in the thousands place, 10 to the third power, plus 6 in the hundreds place, 6 times 10 to the second power, plus 9 in the tens place, 9 times 10 to the first power, and lastly, through 1 in the ones place, so 1 times 10 to the 0th power. This number would equal the 5,691 that is given. Lastly, 10,080, 1 times 10 to the 4th power, plus 8 times 10 to the first power would be your answer. Alright, section number 2. Write each number in standard form. Standard form, we're working backwards from what we have here. So all we need to do is do the multiplication to get our answer. Let me just write this back real quick. Alright, so 1 times 10 to the third power. 10 to the third power is 1,000. The answer here would be 1,000. Page number 2, continued section. 14 times 10 to the fifth power. 10 to the fifth power is 100,000. So you would write 14 100,000 has 14, and then 100,000 has 5 zeros in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 3, 35 times 10 to the 0 power. 35 times 1 effectively. The answer would be 35. 4, 4.9 times 10 to the first power. That would be 4.9 times 10. All you need to do is move the 9 one place value over and shift the 4 one place value to the left. 49 would be your answer. 5, 0.729 times 10 to the fourth power. All you need to do is shift all the place value or all the numbers one place value to the left. The answer you get is 7,290. 6, you get 45 because 4 times 10 would be 40 plus 5 times 1, 5. The answer is 45. 7, 5 times 10 squared, 500, plus 7 times 10, 70, plus 1 times 1 is 571. 8, 5 times 10 to the fifth power, 500,000, plus 4 times 10 to the 0th power, 1, is equal to 500,004. Lastly, 9 times 10 to the 0th power, 9 plus 2 times 10 to the 0th power, 2 is equal to 11. Complete each pattern. We can see here that the pattern is that the number is going from different exponents and increasing gradually. So the next number in the pattern here should be 1, because 1 squared is 1, and 1 to the third power, 1 cubed, will also be 1. Number 2, 2 to the 0th power, 2 times 1 would be 2. 2 to the 6th power, that would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, 32 times 2 is 64, so the answer here would be 64. Number 3, 10 to the 4th power. 10 or 1 with 4 zeros after it. 10 with 4 zeros after it, sorry. That would be 10,000. And then 10 to the 5th power will be 10 with 5 zeros after it. So that would be 100,000. Yep. Alright. Lastly, 1 second, just double checking the answers. No, this would be 10,000. I thought so. This number would be 10,000, and this number should be, if I can edit it, that number would be 1,000 and not 10,000. So let's change that. This number will be 1,000 because it will be 1 times the exponent number of zeros. Number 4, negative 1 times itself will be 1. So that means negative 1 times itself is 1, times negative 1 would be negative 1 again. But negative 1 times itself would be negative or positive 1. Multiplying it by itself again, it goes back to negative 1. Multiplying by itself again, it goes back to positive 1. Last page, section not continued. Solve each word problem. If the base is 5 and the exponent is 3, what is the number? The base will be 5, the exponent is 3. So what is, effectively, 5 to the third power? 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. If the base is 2 and the exponent is double the base, what does the number look like? 2 to the 4th power would be your answer. Solve this exponent. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 would be 16. Thank you for being here with me today. That'll be all for this lesson.